In this controversial video, I'm going to explain the main excuse that I hear from people about getting into high ticket sales, which is I don't have any experience or I don't have any high ticket sales experience. And a lot of people won't even try to get into this because they don't have experience, and let's squash that now. The first reason that you don't need experience to get into this is that most of the other people who are also getting into this don't have experience either. Finding high ticket closers who have even more than like 1 year of experience is very difficult. When a business owner tells me, or I hear him saying this, that he's only hiring really experienced closers, I just kind of chuckle because he's going to be looking for quite a while. If you have a couple years experience as a high ticket closer, you can go and sell for any business that you want and make over 20K a month. Like it's literally, that's it. That's just 2 years of experience and you can get there fast. The second reason you don't need experience is going to be your mindset around your experience. So let me explain what that means. Even people who already have lots of sales experience that come to me deal with this same belief. So whether that's they were in other sales roles, doesn't matter what it was, real estate, tech, anything, and they've got lots of revenue closed on their resume. So they've been doing sales for a while. And half of these people will think, well, I have all this experience in this other sales role, so I can definitely kill it at this. I can definitely do high ticket. And guess what? Those people succeed almost immediately. However, the other half of these same people who have the same experience, maybe I should, excuse me. The other half of these same people who have the same experience, they come to me with a totally different attitude. They're like, oh, well, should I start as a setter? Or maybe my experience won't translate, and guess what? They let all this bullshit in their mind take over and they don't succeed. So it doesn't really matter. Even the people who come to me with a ton of sales experience think and feel the same things that you do. So do not discount what I'm saying. Your mindset coming into this is extremely important. This is not hard to do. This is probably the easiest make money online thing you're going to find. You can learn this very easily if you have no experience. The way you think and your attitude and your beliefs is going to affect your results and the outcome that you get. So you can do this if you have no experience. I would not have based an entire sales program business around getting people into these roles successfully if that was not possible for a large amount of people. Why would I do that if it wasn't? To just like waste my time? You know what I'm saying? So just think about it like that. I mean, that should be like the main point right there. Like why else would I do this if it wasn't possible? You know, you stupid or something? And all this stuff that you think carries over to the interview process. So if you come on there with a business owner and you're like, I can do this, I'm here to learn, I'm excited about this, I want to make money, I'm hungry, they are going to feel that 100%. I can feel that shit whenever I get on a call with someone. And guess what? They want to hire people like that. Whereas if you do what most people do, you come on there and you're like, oh, I suck. I've never done this before. What do I do? This is so difficult. Is there something wrong with me? Am I the only person that can't succeed at this? Like everyone I work with has this attitude. And if you come on there with on the interviews like that, yeah, they're not gonna hire you. They're gonna be like, the fuck is wrong with you? You know? How you think and carry yourself matters when you are trying to get a role and throughout the interview process. Now, the next point, and this is the most important part of the video, when you are getting into high ticket sales or just into sales in general, you need to remember that the sales call is not about you. It's not about you at all. It's about them. The sales call is all about the people that you're talking to. Most people are worried about doing a good job, right? Have you ever thought about that? What if I'm not good at this? What if I can't close sales? Oh no, things like this, huh? You ever thought these things? And this is normal, to be fair, if you haven't done something before. It's normal to have these thoughts sometimes. But the reason that you feel this pressure and these fears and these doubts of sales calls is because you are making it all about you. You are totally neurotically self-consumed. And I blame movies and the internet and social media for this. Anytime sales is portrayed on a screen, it's this really aggressive, like forceful type shit going on, and none of that is sales, especially not high ticket. And so when someone gets into sales, they think they have to say these incredibly amazing things to get people to buy, right? They think they have to say all the right things or people won't buy because you're on a stage and you have to perform right, and this is just all wrong. So if you're going into a sales call and you're making it all about you, your focus is in the wrong place because the call is about them. It's about the client, the customer, the prospect. And I'll give you an example to make this clear. Let's say you get on a call with a business owner and he wants to buy marketing services from your business. So let's just say it's YouTube ads. You're a salesperson for an agency that sells YouTube advertisements to businesses. You get on a call with the business owner. This specific business owner has had a ton of bad experiences with other agencies already. And he's also been struggling in his business. He's not making good money. Business is not good. So he's not really happy right now. Life is not good. He's just trying to get his business working and hiring an agency to run ads for him and generate him more leads, which is going to make him the money that he wants. This call is a big deal to him. See what I'm saying? And he gets on this call and he wants to express to you the problems he's had in the past with other agencies, the problem he's having with his business, and his concerns with hiring yet another agency when none of the ones in the past have worked. And if you were just focused on yourself the whole time, like, oh, did I say the right thing? What do they think of me? Oh, am I doing this right? If you're worrying about all this, you're not even listening to him because you're consumed up here like a weirdo. And you're taking away, most importantly, you're taking away the opportunity for him to open up to you and give you the crucial information that you need. But even more important than that is before someone buys something, okay? Anything, doesn't matter what it is, they have to sell themselves on it. It is not your job to sell people on things. They have to sell themselves on it first. And people do that by opening up to you and by you listening to them and you building rapport with them and showing them how the product that you have is going to improve their life. It's going to solve the problem they have that motivated them to show up to this call in the first place. But if you're focused on yourself the whole time and you make it about you, you're preventing them from selling themselves on the product. People only buy when they have sold themselves on something, not because you said some magical fucking sales line or some stupid shit. When was the last time you didn't want to buy something and some sales guy said some like ninja sales line? You were like, oh, I've been hypnotized. Now I want to buy this piece of shit. Never. You see what I'm saying? It's not about you. Doesn't matter. If they don't want to buy it, they don't want to buy it. They have to sell themselves on it first. And you have to lead them to that. So they have to believe in it first. It doesn't matter what you fucking say. And you do that by listening to them, letting them do most of the talking, and then showing them how the product you have is actually genuinely going to solve their pains or problems. So most of the call, you're just asking them questions. You're not doing most of the talking. You answer their questions, put them at ease, and just make them feel comfortable to buy. That is how you make it about them and why you don't need to worry about being a beginner, because the call is about them. And after being in sales a long time, I just realized how comical this is when people look at sales like this performance. Like they're going on stage or something to speak to like thousands of people, because the person on the phone on the call with you is completely consumed with themselves, just like you are. They're not thinking about you at all, bro. The next reason that you don't need experience is in any type of corporate job or traditional sales job, all they care about is the resume and how much you've closed, basically. So they'll look at your resume, and if it doesn't have the letters or numbers on it that they're looking for, they'll just throw you away. They've never even seen your face. They've never even talked to you. You're out. Not only is this a stupid way to hire someone, but they lose out on a ton of great candidates by doing that. A lot of the people who are going to be the best salespeople are people who have no experience or not that much at all, because they're hungry and they're ready to learn. They're fresh. They have no ego. Whereas sometimes with people who have a lot of experience, they have egos. They want to come in and coast on that experience, and they're not going to have the same output that a hungry beginner would. You can teach someone any skill. Experience does not matter. It's more about the person and who they are. Are they going to take this seriously? Most people won't. Are they willing to learn? Most people can't because they're stupid. If they are these things, though, I can teach them any skill, and that definitely includes sales. And sales is probably the easiest skill to learn because you get reps at it like right away. It's like being thrown into the game day one and taking like 40 3-pointers. Just immediately, right? You get a lot of practice right away. You're on calls immediately. And a further point is many people are not going to close, and that's fine. That's normal, right? So you get to make a bunch of mistakes, and it's no big deal. Also, a resume doesn't really guarantee that you're getting a good salesperson because you cannot evaluate the most important things like, again, who they are as a person, their work ethic, their openness to coaching and learning and taking constructive criticism. How well can they take the lead and do work on their own without having to be handheld the whole time? You know what I'm saying? All these things are valuable traits that determine how successful someone is. And the good news is you can develop all those traits, but most people will never even try. The point is, it's more important to be the right kind of person than the person that just has experience and a great resume, but you're a gigantic piece of shit. The message of this video is you don't need experience. If you are hungry and you decide you are going to succeed at this, you will. Nothing will stop you. Since the beginning of time, this is the other comical part, since the beginning of time, or whenever business and capitalism and sales became a thing, people have gotten into sales entry level with no experience to start over and change their financial life. Like this sales has always been the place people have gone. When they're tired of what they're doing, they're like, oh, this job is this set salary or set hourly rate. This sucks. I'm not doing well. I don't like this. I'm going to get into sales because I control the outcome. So it's always entry level. You can get in, anyone can get into it and change the entire trajectory of their financial life. So it's no different with high ticket either. So you just need to come into this and say to yourself, this is a great opportunity. I want to make money and I can do this. I can learn. I will show up. I will do a good job. If you fucking do, no one does that. No one does that. If you do that, there's not a locomotive couldn't stop you. You could fucking knock that shit right off the tracks because nothing is going to knock you off your fucking trajectory. Okay? And you'd be surprised just by how much having that attitude sets you apart, not only in sales roles, but in life in general, and definitely in the interview process. Most people do not think like this, and entrepreneurs and business owners, these are the types of people that they want to hire. Any business owner, if you ask him, will tell you that the absolute most difficult, most tedious, most time-consuming and annoying part about running a business by miles is hiring good people. And if you choose to be the type of person that I just talked about, you can get into any sales role that you want. That's the end of the video. If you want my help getting a closer role or a setter role, go to the links in the description. Until next time.